joining us now on SSPTV News, we have Will Beekman. He is the GM of the Mohegan Sun Arena. So Will, thanks for joining us here via Zoom.
Hi, Janine. Thanks for having me.
So as we get creative in 2020 and we try to have events and gatherings with restrictions placed on Pennsylvania, you have done a great job with Mohegan Sun Arena to offer events in creative ways.
Yeah, thank you, first of all, for the kind words. It's certainly been a long, almost 6 months now. It's hard to believe. You know, since March 12th, we've postponed or canceled more than 40 events. We've refunded more than $3.3 million worth of ticket sales. So it's been difficult, to say the least. I know this has affected everyone, but venues like ours were the first to close, and they're going to be the last to reopen. So it's been difficult, but we're doing our best to kind of stay relevant and stay creative. And we're doing that in a couple of different ways, including some, concerts out in our parking lot.
So talk about the drive-in tour and how that came about.
Well, I think it was just, we're lucky to have that big space outside in the parking lot. When it's used for its normal purpose, that parking lot can hold 2,500 cars. So we figured, why not try to put it to use? This is what we do. We put on live events, and unfortunately we can't do it inside. So we said, let's try to make some kind of use out of that outdoor space. So we did a couple of them in July, and they went really, really well. We found that kind of a happy zone between keeping it safe but making it fun for everybody. I'll be honest, and I've said this to so many people, it's not, the perfect place to see a concert, but it's really the best we can do right now. So we bring in a legitimate stage, 40 foot by 40 foot. We have 5 LED screens. We have outdoor PA, so you can hear the show clearly from wherever you are in the parking lot, or you can listen to it on an FM signal in your car. So, it's really, in the end, it turns out to be basically what you get from a concert inside.
Walk me through. Yes, I bought tickets. Do I drive up and I'm directed to a parking space and I stay in my car? Do I have to wear a mask? What are the safety guidelines?
Yep. So we yes to most of those things. You pull in, you're directed to your parking space. Each car gets a spot to park in, and then they get a spot to the driver's side, which is vacant. Those vacant spots allow for some social distancing between other guests, but it also gives each patron kind of their own personal tailgating space. So they can get out of their cars, they can bring lawn chairs, they can bring coolers with their food and drink, set up a little tailgating space next to their vehicle and enjoy the show. You do not need to wear your mask if you're in your car or in your tailgating space. If you leave that space for any reason, you certainly need to have your mask on, and we're vigilant about that, and we make sure that you do. We have 30 security guards standing around making sure people are doing that, because that's obviously important right now. But yeah, you can leave your space if you put your mask on. We have, portable restrooms, we have food trucks, we have, merchandise that you can buy. So again, like I said earlier, we're doing it safely, but we found a way to make it fun as well.
So from the drive-in tours, they're going through September right now. Do you see, if this continues, as you said, the arena will probably one of the last venues to be reopened, I should say, through the guidelines by the governor. Do you see this going through the fall?
I think we'll continue to look at it, as long as the weather cooperates. It's tough because the further we go along, we're trying to straddle kind of the line between going outdoors and doing something in that space, but also trying to get the inside of the building ready for whenever it is that we do reopen. So for example, the American Hockey League has said they're hoping to start their season on December 4th. If that's the case, and the Penguins are going to play in our building, first of all, are they going to be allowed to have fans in the building? And if they are, even if it's just a small capacity, we have a lot of work to do to get this building ready, because everything from arrival to departure and in between is going to have to be different now.
In closing, Will, if people want more information on the events that you have or to purchase tickets, how do they do so?
Yeah, we're very active on social media. So we have a Facebook page, Mohegan Sun Arena PA. We're also on Twitter and Instagram as well. Or you can visit our website, mohegansunarenapa.com. There's also a great FAQ section that tells you all about the outdoor concerts. Any question you could have is answered in there. So that's a great place to go, certainly for some info and for tickets.